Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two young wideouts, both from the 2014 draft class. It's Big Mike Evans going up against OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Houston Oilers and the New York Giants. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Here's the backup running back, Carlos Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they want them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So now Travis Coons on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Cuts left. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. but they'll get it back. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Vaughn Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now. Over. Watch it now. Hurry up.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go. Gun. Detroit. Now let's go. Back Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey. Set. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Gun. All right, now look at this. Leopard.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now.
And he motions the wide receiver. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. Over.
And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. always better than nothing.
And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On the give, this is their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will have a first down here at about the 40. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 3rd down now following the run.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
They come out here in the I. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a handoff looking right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. A gain of 39 that time. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Travis Coons now to add the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Brief break in the action here. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Let's round. Let's go. Grand 38.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they're going to speed things up here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll stop him right on. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Detroit! Set! 97 for Mike. Leopard! No. Check. Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cuts it out here, left sideline. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he motions the wide receiver.
Be ready, be ready. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
And the wideout in motion. On second down, Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And quickly they get to the line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because they'll...
Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go now.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They'll set up a throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They come out here in the eye. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Here comes the D swarming to the line, and the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for the first with Henry, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just him hunting down.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught by OBJ. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Let's go. Green, 39. Hot. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now it comes down to Travis Coons. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now it comes down to Travis Coons. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Giants win the football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife.